Well, welcome back, guys. You can see I'm not down the plot. I'm in my kitchen just having a bit of a plant up of some seeds. So I put in my parsnip seeds to CHIT, and this is how I do it. And again, lots of other YouTubers do this as well. So just basically some kitchen towel, which is in one of these old Chinese trays, you know, the Chinese takeaways that you have and things. Well, just one of the trays that has been, see, cleaned out, and then a bit of kitchen towel that's been wetted. I have a cotton bud, which is what I use, and then all I basically do is get a bit of water in the glass like that, and then basically all I do is just give that a dip. And then, I don't know if you can see the seed here. There we are. So basically I'm going down and tapping the seed. And then just dropping it in there. And like we see, I got a line there, look. I don't know, there's about 10 seeds there already. So I'm going to put like 50 in. And then I'll re-sow these again in about 3 weeks' time. And then I'll sow them again 3 weeks after that, and that'll give me hopefully a succession of parsnips through the winter. Now this variety, there's an F1 variety called Gladiator, and it's a very good canker resistant variety, and they are known for size. They can be shown if you show things. But it's as easy as this, guys. You just tap on them because the end of it's wet, but it's not too wet. This will allow me to grab the seed. If you can just see that there, look on the end of there. And then I just tap it on the wet. Tap it on the wet towel. And doesn't take long. You can do 50 or 60, and what this does, the idea behind chitting them, you might think it's a bit tedious, right? But actually it's a good way to see if your seed is viable. The problem you have is with seed, particularly this type, parsnip seed, you've got to have fresh parsnip seed every year. It's very, very rare that you keep seed from previous seasons that it'll germinate. It's one of those types of seeds that you need to have fresh every year. And these will be sown once they're chitted. They'll start sending off a little tiny white tail, which you'll see, as you can see on the picture now. You can see that little just white tail that comes out there. That's obviously the start of the taproot, as it were. And that obviously goes down into the soil. Once you see that coming out on this seed, you know that seed is viable and it's ready to plant. So yeah, this is how I do it. I'll just speed you up now, I think, and just finish these in a go faster battery time. I might put about 70 or 80 in actually by here. So yeah, let's speed you up. So as you can see, guys, I've got around about, I know there's about 100 seeds in there, and they're all in there now ready to germinate. So I'll put the lid back on top and not seal it tight, and then just leave it on my windowsill. Obviously they don't need light because the seed hasn't germinated yet. So once it starts to germinate, then it'll go into the soil in the beds, and then they'll be ready to grow. So that's how I do it. And when you see that little kicking tail coming out, that's what I call it, the kicking tail, little white shoot, obviously that's telling you it's ready to plant, and it lets you know that the seed is viable and it's okay to go. So because the thing is, with regards to parsnips, you might have put them in the past. Any new ones may have put parsnips in, and you've found it difficult to get the germination. And it could be a couple of things. It could be old seed. It could be that they bury down too deep when you've planted them. But ultimately, it's probably because of bad seed, maybe. And it takes about 21 to 28 days to germinate. And you know, that's why parsnips need to go in. That's why I like to chit them and put them in a little bit earlier. You can plant parsnips now in the ground. I wouldn't advise that because it's a bit cold, but on the packets they'll tell you between February and March or whatever, because they take a long growing season. But in this climate at the moment, the actual ground is very, very cold as well. So again, getting them this way done, it just gives me a bit of an head start. And then within probably 14 to 21 days, these will hopefully start to shoot. We're looking at then second week in March, possibly first week, second week in March. These will be ready then just to put straight in the positions. I'll prepare the bed for these to go in, and I'll have hopefully some fantastic parsnips at the end of the growing season. And then, like I said, consecutive sowings in a tray like this every 2 weeks for the next, I don't know, 3 or 4 sowings. And yeah, that's how I do my parsnips. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope that was informative. Loads of people do this, and I just try not to touch them with my hands. I don't want to contaminate them, but I'm saying contaminate them. I just worry if there's anything on my hands that could touch the seed and makes it viable, because they such a, like I said, a long germination process. I don't want to risk anything, so I'd rather do it this way. Get the lid, put the lid on, not tight, just a little bit loose there on one side, and they go onto there, onto my window ledge, and they'll just be left on my kitchen window. So guys, thanks for watching. Bye for now.